In 2017, the Secretary of State, or the then Secretary of State, Jeremy Hunt, stood up on stage and he made commitments to the NHS that within 1 year there would be an app that you'll be able to go on and you'll be able to process a number of different GP transactions, and that you'll be able to really have a digital front door into the NHS. There's a lot of things in existence, but they work all in one place. So an app was conceived because there is now so many people with smartphones. 65% of over 16s now have a smartphone, and that number is booming every day. After Jeremy stood on stage, we went into a 10-week discovery piece, and we literally pulled every part of it apart. There was, how do we procure it? What is in the market already? What do users want? How are we actually going to do this in a year? After we rocked backwards and forwards crying for a little while, we did come to a solution. So there was no ideal solution. We couldn't go to the market, pull something off the shelf that's going to work for everybody, that wouldn't lock us into one provider ongoing. But what we could do is develop one thing in-house, get that out the door, and then start to platform that out so that we can bring the market in. We also, after speaking to lots of users, had the findings of the NHS brand being extremely powerful. It's what we thought, but it came back to us as 100% of respondents said that they thought that an NHS branded central app would be more secure and easier to use. So, at launch, we are going to have 6 of the 8 commitments. You will have citizen identity, so a central NHS digital-led service, which will allow you to verify yourself and will bring forward the concept of being able to photograph your identity documents. You'll also then match your data against information held in the system, and then you'll take a short video selfie, and that will verify you onto your records. You'll be able to go through symptom checking and triage, so going through the 111 online service. You'll be able to access your GP patient record, be able to book a GP appointment, order your repeat prescriptions, and you'll also be able to go through both the National Data Opt-out service or opting yourself in or checking your status on the organ donor register. The 2 commitments that haven't made it into this release is the ability to set your end-of-life care preferences and surfacing personalised suite of apps from the NHS Apps Library. The end-of-life care piece has gone back for consultation, and that will be going through a number of different channels over 2019. And the personalised suite of apps hopefully will be in a soon release in 2019. So, there are many benefits. In fact, if I'm going to do a demonstration, I'm going to have to whiz through these really quickly. There is improved access to NHS services. People are able to view their record and process prescriptions at a time which is convenient to them. Promoting self-care using 111 online. It takes 2 minutes to go through the digital 111 online service, whereas it could take 8 to 10 minutes on the phone. It improves patient experience and also gives a unified experience, because although parts of the country are very digital and they can already do all these things using their practices' websites or using patient access or another system, it's not the same across the country. So we're giving one look and feel for all the systems. And saving time in GP practices, it's not going to give back to general practice 6 hours a week that they can have a cup of tea and biscuit. It will, however, save some time, but it will all add up. So, in just a couple of days' time, we go live with the pilot sites. We're going live, first of all, in Liverpool. We will then, throughout the pilot phases of September, October, November, continue rolling out to a number of practices. We're hoping for between 5,000 and 20,000 test patients to come forward and sign up for the service. And mid-December, we will then go into public beta, where the app will then be available in the app stores. So, just cut quickly over. So, this is what the app will look like. And so, as it's just a prototype, I can skip through security, apart from this one. See if it lets me in. Let's try that. There. And agree to. So, you can see the user's information down the left, and across the bottom you are able to check your symptoms, book an appointment, process your repeat prescription, you can view your records, and under the More tab is the national data opt-out and also the organ donor register. So, as you look at prescriptions, you'll be able to see everything that has been ordered previously through the GP system, and you can choose on a filter to go back as far as you wish to, or to order a new prescription. Click the button. You can choose the medication that you need. If necessary, write a note to the prescribing clinician. Click continue, confirm, and you then get the success button. The process is very similar for booking a GP appointment. It's even easier to cancel an appointment, and I'll just quickly show you the records before I run out of time. So, if the user or patient does not have clinical authorization to view their records, they will see their summary care information. However, if they do have clinical authorization to view, it will appear down the bottom there. The roadmap for 2019 and 2020 has not yet been published, but it's going to be very, very exciting. This is version 1 of the app. We had to get somewhere within a year, and we hope you enjoy using it.
Thank you.